My name is Vaughan Roberts. I work as a pastor in a church right in the centre of Oxford. I'm a Christian because I believe it to be true. I believe the claims of Jesus Christ to be real. So I really think he is God. I really think he loves me. I really think he died for me, that I can be right with God. I really think he's alive today and can be known. And those truths are life transforming, that they're real and they make a difference to daily life. So although the Christian life is sometimes hard, I'm never doing it on my own. I believe God is there with me. And I know there's a wonderful future to look forward to and a great power to enjoy and experience, a great relationship to enjoy and experience. And that's what keeps me going in the Christian life. I think language in this whole area is complex because different people mean different things by being gay. Some just simply mean they're same-sex attracted, and that is me. I don't choose to use the language of being gay because I think that, for many people, implies an identity. And I don't regard this as my identity. It's just part of my experience of life. But my fundamental identity is as a Christian. That's who I am, and that determines how I want to live my life. And so I just choose to say something like I experience same-sex attraction rather than saying I'm gay, which sounds as a bit like I'm embracing an identity, which I'm not. Christians and the church in general, I would say, have actually responded really well to my acknowledgement of same-sex attraction. I would say no one's reacted really badly. Occasionally there's been a lack of understanding, but to my surprise actually, it's been almost universally positive, although I expected that largely. I think people are aware that we're all broken people. I've not felt that I've been particularly condemned for this particular form of brokenness. I've been loved and affirmed. It's been really good. I sometimes talk about brokenness in this area because the world is not as it should be. None of us are born without some impact from the fact that human beings have turned away from God, and that affects life, the whole of life. It affects every aspect of our personalities. So we've all got different things that are not quite right. I would say that God's teaching about sex is both marvellous and challenging for everyone. I don't think it's just for those who are attracted to the same sex that it's hard to live by the Bible's instructions. It's hard for everyone, and the Bible's standard is very strong. And so even those who get married and are attracted only to women will be attracted to other women or other men having got married. So it's hard for everyone. There's a particular challenge for those who are never attracted to the other sex and might find it hard to imagine they'll ever get married. And that could sound unfair, but we live in a broken world and we all experience brokenness in different forms. We're all sexually broken. And I'm very grateful to God to say that the last word is not brokenness. So in the midst of brokenness, Jesus Christ has come close, and God works in and through brokenness and ultimately will heal it. So it's not as if the Bible just says, get on with it. It's tough. There's great good news alongside the challenges that we all face as Christians of living in the midst of a broken world and fighting our own brokenness. Hard things about being same-sex attracted have probably changed over time. So as a younger person, just the sense of being different, and at that stage of my life, feeling there was no one I could easily talk to about it, and so that added to the sense of isolation. As time's gone by, I think the hardest thing would be to have to fight against, well, to realise that my longing, which I think is shared by pretty much everyone, for an exclusive relationship, sexual relationship, that's going to be a challenge for me, because the desire is for that to be with someone of the same sex, and that's not going to be realised. I don't think that would be right to be realised. That's a challenge. There's a pain in that. It might surprise some people to know that the positives have been very, very significant, I think, in all sorts of ways. I'm still a proud person, but I think I'd be more proud. It's made me realise my experience of same-sex attraction, that I am broken in a way that we all are. But it's harder for me to live by the pretense that I'm an unbroken person. And that's been spiritually really helpful, I think, because God comes to those who are poor, those who acknowledge their need of him. And I think my experience of same-sex attraction has made it a bit easier for me to acknowledge that I need God. I'm broken. I'm not the perfect person. I think I'm better at understanding the brokenness of others as well. So I probably get that in a way that I might not. I need friends, and friends mean a great deal to me. And so my experience of friendship has been wonderful. And as I look at married friends, I think sometimes they've not focused on friendship as much. Maybe they've put all their eggs in the the one relationship, and I think they've missed out. And I've had the huge privilege of many deep friendships, and I've had to depend on God in this area of my life, and I think that has deepened my walk with Christ in a wonderful way. So it might sound strange to say, but although there's been real pain in being same-sex attracted, I'm very grateful to God for what he's done in and through it.